naturally going to feel a little bit different about it versus, when you do something over and over and over and over again, it becomes routine.
Yeah.
It might just lose its weight a little bit. And I mean, that can apply to anything. It's like,
Literally
dude,
anything. Most things, like if you just get comfortable habit, I could think of a
yeah,
million things in my life.
right,
Like how grateful am I that I get to eat, I can provide, I could make whatever I want.
right.
In so many places, that's not an option.
You can't change all of what's negative about the world. You can't take away everybody's adversity. But you know what you can do is you can help those who are maybe less fortunate. Like, I can take what I've learned through my experiences and help the guy next to me who's struggling, right?
And
Because
vice versa.
yeah, the reason Jesus Christ can be there for us as perfectly as he is because he descended below, literally descended below everything that is negative or hard about this life. Every negative thing that you felt, he knows, and therefore he can be there for you. Somebody who is in a failing marriage. I've never been in a failing marriage. I'm not married. I can't like sure there's a level of everybody has something to offer, but somebody who has been through that season of life can offer a whole lot better than I ever could in a
Yeah.
situation like that.
Knowing your role.
Right. And so the point being, we are given experiences, I think in part not just to help us grow, but to help other people grow. You know what I mean? It's like because of the negativity that I face and the adversity that I've gone through and the things that I've learned, I have the ability to stand next to you and say, "Hey Jay, I know that's hard." And of course, obviously, your mileage may vary depending on the person, but if you come up to me and say, "Hey Cole, I need help. This is hard. What can you tell me?" It's like, dude, let me tell you about the time where, I felt alone. Let me tell you about the time where, I was struggling with money or like I was struggling with trying to figure out who I was as an individual. It's those things that make adversity that much more meaningful than just what it does for yourself, right? And Jesus Christ has been through it all, and he's the one that we can all look to. And that's comforting to me. That's compelling to me. If, 50 years from now, I have, God forbid, I have no family, I have nothing left, all my connections are gone. It's like if this is extreme circumstance, right? But like, where do I turn in that scenario? Dude, if I don't have Jesus, what do I have? You know? If I don't listen to what he taught me, how much different could my life have gone? The reality is, life is what you make it, and you have to decide ultimately, who am I going to be today? And who do I want to be tomorrow? And you have to make that choice again and again and again and again and again and again. Right? It can be a little mundane sometimes, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Because again, it's like to kind of repeat what we've been saying. That's how you grow. That's how you become something. And I wouldn't trade that for anything. But that doesn't mean there's one way to do it right. There's amazing people out there who have chosen to be great in a variety of different ways, right? Like we all have something to offer, like
Yeah. And sometimes the thing you have to offer, like in the sense of experience, isn't I've been through the same thing, I can relate. I'm literally just here. Like, dude, I'm just here for you.
sure,
I don't know what you're going through. I have no idea. I can't comprehend it, but I'm here. Here to listen if you want. I'm here to literally like let's just go play basketball. Let's just go
sure,
lift. We don't even have to talk about it. But you're not alone. I may not know what you're going through, but I'm here for you. And
right,
I know somebody who does know what you're going through,
sure,
either by a literal person or Jesus. And that's the thing that I like about Christianity and about believing in Jesus is the fact that no matter where you're at, like even in your extreme scenario where like I'm completely alone, it's like not quite. There is somebody, there is something that
you can look to,
understands what you're going through. And that doesn't make your experience not unique. It doesn't make your experience not hard. It doesn't make it so it should be so easy for you to get through it.
but
At
it
least
means it's been done.
means it's possible.
Yeah,
It's not impossible because you can't live in a world where you think life or living your dreams or accomplishing things is impossible or not probable or I shouldn't do that. Like I can't do that. I can't do that. Like no, you got to quit thinking like that.
it's limiting.
But it breaks my heart when I'm like you could do anything. You just got to choose what you want to be the best at. You got to choose what you want to be really good at. And you can do it.
And you got to put effort towards
You got to
it.
put effort to it. It's not going to happen, but it's a
Yeah,
choice. And with that, I think there's a caveat of you can do anything, but make sure the thing that you want to do does not lie in the control of others. And so I think it's important where like you can have goals, but make sure your happiness is not contingent on the fact of something that is out of your control.
right.
Because then you are living a life of that is you're eventually going to be let down. It's like I talk to Jaden about this all the time. I'm like, your happiness,
Your fiance.
yeah, yeah. Your happiness cannot be contingent on other people.
Yeah.
Like other people can make your life better. Like me with her. My life is so much better with her. She's my best friend. But I have a purpose and I can be happy without.
Yeah.
Like, and if you're finding yourself where it's like, oh, other people are dictating my happiness, I'm like, you got to find something you're passionate about. You got to find something you care about. I don't care if it makes money. I don't care what it is. And you got to feel it in your soul, that pull. There is something in you that you are being pulled to do. And sometimes it takes searching. Sometimes it takes trial and error.
Right.
Years, maybe a
Well, dude,
lifetime.
yeah, yeah.
Like maybe it's like, oh, I think I feel a pull towards this. Then you try it and you're like, definitely not. Wasn't it? Where did I go? Like, now what am I going to do now? You know,
Yeah.
but making sure your happiness is not dependent on things outside of your control.
Well, it's a path towards quick disappointment that you had nothing to do with.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I remember, being in a relationship. I mean, you can attest to this. You're about to get married. This person makes me happier than I would be otherwise. But there are ways in which I can find purpose and fulfillment outside of said thing. Not to diminish them or not to say like, oh man, like you know what I mean? Like not
Yeah.
to say this doesn't matter to me, but the point being there are things that I can do to make myself happy because it's within my control, right? There was a reel about it was Kyler Murray. He was talking about control, and he said something along the lines of, "Throughout all my experiences, I've learned basically to control what I can control. Whether it's being on time, whether it's treating people right, whether it's giving back, or even just playing hard in the context of he's a football player, right? Not worrying about the result." And I think that is very telling of what you can do in order to make yourself happy. It's like, dude, at the end of the day, there are so many things in this world that you can do that are good that will bring you joy. That's not to say that, being married, for example, isn't very high on that list. But dude, going out and serving your fellow man, going out and loving others, going out and, forming connections and being there for people, going out and, just being there for someone,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. It's more of
there's value in
a
that.
baseline happiness, right? Like getting
Right.
married or doing other things with other people can, there's so much to life, right? There's so much to it where it's not completely on yourself or like only find happiness in things that you do. It's like find happiness in family and friends. Like
Right.
when I say family, that doesn't mean blood.
Right.
Like it most of the time it does. You, for example, dude, like you're my brother, like
Right.
for real.
Dude, yeah,
And
absolutely.
so it's like in family, people who are close to you. And if you don't have those relationships, go seek them.